celestial beings, and welcome back or welcome to another one of my 31 days of Halloween pick a card readings. My name is Celeste Simone, and here on my channel I offer pick a card tarot readings just like this one, as well as other spiritual guidance to help empower my celestial beings and heart-centered energy healing so that you can align with your higher self. For today's pick a card reading, I just want to mention that this is the first pick a card reading I'm doing after getting my braces. So you can probably already tell that I now have braces in my mouth and some other orthodontic work that I have been doing throughout my time here on my channel. You may have noticed me wearing an appliance at some points, but I just wanted to kind of give you guys a heads up that I'm still struggling to talk with it. So I apologize if it's difficult to understand me for these readings, but I'm going to do the very best that I can. And if you're wondering why I am getting braces, it is because of some TMJ or jaw pain that I have been experiencing for most of my life, which I do address in my videos talking about being a physical empath, which I will link down below and link above in case you're curious and you want to learn a little bit more about that. So with that out of the way, let us just dive into today's reading and today's topic, which is how you can release anger. So I felt like this would be a good reading for my 31 days of Halloween because, you know, anger can be a really scary thing, especially if you feel like you're bottling it up inside of you. You're not really sure how to release that anger, or if you feel like you've been releasing anger unhealthily. I feel like this will be a really great way for us to tap into that anger energy and see what's really blocking us from releasing that fully. So if you're as excited as I am to find out what important messages this reading has for you, then go ahead and give this video a big thumbs up and let's dive into these piles. Pile number 1 is a crow. Pile number 2 is a potion bottle. Pile number 3 is candy. And pile number 4 is a moon. Now is your opportunity to pause the video if you need to and take some time so you can see which pile or piles most resonate with you and that you're drawn to. And once you have found the pile or piles that most resonate with you, you can head on down into the description box below where I've posted the timestamps for each one of these readings so that you can head right on over to your reading. Please keep in mind that these are general readings, so take the messages that resonate with you and leave the rest. Those are most likely messages for somebody else who has also chosen that pile, but I do believe that everything happens for a reason, so be sure to watch that pile all the way through to the end so you receive the message or messages that drew you to that pile to begin with. So let's not waste any more time. I will see you over at your reading. Hello, all my beautiful celestial beings who chose pile number 1. I have your pile right here, so let's not waste any more time. Let's find out what messages this pile has for you. We have the 3 of Pumpkins, the Chariot, the Queen of Bats, and the Emperor. Okay, group 1. So what I'm seeing for you guys right away is a blockage in your throat chakra or your ability to really communicate and speak your truth, because I feel as though you're the kind of person to really put a lot of effort into things, but you are very humble about kind of getting credit for them and receiving recognition for your work, which I'm seeing with the 3 of Pumpkins. However, I'm seeing that your actions are really spot on. I feel as though with the Chariot that you really make decisions and you really act via your intuition. So I feel like the movement that you are making right now is really to your benefit, and also that you really are following your intuition when it comes to making big decisions. I feel like you really are in a stable and good place with the Emperor energy. However, I'm just feeling that your blockage from releasing anger comes from bragging about yourself, talking about yourself in a positive light without feeling like, you know, without feeling like you're being full of yourself or sounding too confident. I feel like you deserve to speak your truth, and you may, from holding that back, I feel as though that is building up anger inside of you. So to release that anger, know that you totally are warranted in wanting to share and spread your accomplishments and talk about that with others. Maybe it means just kind of sharing some of the things you're proud of on social media, just like everybody else kind of shares the things that they feel is valuable. It's not necessarily bragging or, boastful, just to say, hey, I don't usually do this, but I want to share this accomplishment because I'm really proud of myself for doing that. So I feel like even though you really are doing a lot of really awesome things in your life, and making big moves, or making big career moves as well, I feel like you may be a little bit wary about sharing them, and from holding that in, you're creating some anger built up because other people are getting recognition. Sometimes they may get recognition for things that you did, or maybe you just feel like you've never had your opportunity to be in the limelight and to be praised for something that you're doing and to actually get credit for it. So this causes some frustration. I see like this could be an energy blockage where you're just getting frustrated because of it, and because of that, that's a buildup of anger from within. That's just an energy that is being blocked, and it's really you deserving to receive some praise, receive some recognition without feeling as though you're bragging. Let yourself be fully proud of yourself, and it's okay to show off from time to time. Okay, let's keep going with some oracle cards. We have gratitude, disguise, and simplicity. So I feel like with gratitude and disguise, I feel like you're holding back your true self to the world. I feel like you have to kind of cover up your accomplishments so you don't look as though you're doing too well. Maybe you feel like people won't like you as much if you are showing off all your great accomplishments, but I do see that you are doing some really great things in your life, and it's okay to speak your truth. It's okay to say, hey, I did that and I'm proud of myself for doing that. And I think what is going to happen is when you are showing how grateful you are just for your abilities, being grateful for what you've accomplished, being grateful for the opportunities that you have, I feel as though other people are going to see that and really look up to you, and actually you're going to empower them to also speak their truth, to also show their accomplishments. And you can even ask people, hey, share with me some of your accomplishments, share with me what you've been doing, and brag about yourself to me, because I would love to know what you're proud about yourself doing. Which, by the way, group one, why don't you comment down below and share with me some of the things that you're proud of yourself for, things that you want to brag about that you've been able to achieve in your life, either recently or whenever, because I feel like that is really going to help you release that anger. The anger coming from having to disguise yourself, having to pretend like you're somebody else. And I feel like with simplicity, I almost feel as though you're talking yourself down, as though you're kind of trying to simplify some of the really big things that you've done. And it's what you have accomplished and what you have achieved is not simple. It's not small, You've done so much, and I feel like trying to kind of simplify the big achievements that you've done is really holding you back from feeling fully empowered and fully able to speak your truth. And next we have expression, divine timing, and reflection. I feel as though for you, you've really had to come a long way to achieve some of the things that you've achieved. And again, we have expression. So I feel like everything is happening within divine timing with your life. So I feel like I feel as though you've had to kind of wait for some milestones to happen. I also feel with this swift movement too, that you may have been waiting for this for a while. I also feel as though recognition for what you have done is going to come in divine timing, and that maybe you've been kind of humbled lately, but once you start expressing yourself, you're going to open yourself up to even more opportunities that are coming towards you, where you are really being recognized and really at the forefront of your accomplishments and achievements, which is what you really deserve. So I feel as though with anger being released, we have reflection coming up. So this is a time for you to reflect on your accomplishments, reflect on how much you have achieved, and really give yourself full credit for that. And, you know, don't simplify these things into kind of maybe saying they're really not a big deal or something like that, because I really feel that you do have some awesome talents that are worthy of praise and also worth you being proud of yourself for. So group one, be sure to give yourself that credit, even if, you know, maybe at first other people are not giving you that credit. Give yourself that credit, and also don't be afraid to step up and say, you know, you did that, I did that, I accomplished that, that was my idea, that was my creative expression coming out, this is my true self, this is what I'm good at, and I'm proud of myself for that, and I'm grateful for having these achievements. You know, this isn't, by kind of talking yourself up, it doesn't mean you're not grateful for all the help you've received or not grateful for what you have accomplished. It is another way of saying that you're so grateful for being able to accomplish these things in this lifetime. So group one, that is going to do it for your reading. I hope these messages help you find out where your frustration, where your anger is coming from so that you can release it. If you did enjoy this reading, please be sure to give it a big thumbs up and comment down below to let me know if it resonated with you. And if you have not done so already, but you did enjoy my reading, please consider hitting that subscribe button and joining our family of celestial beings so you can also follow along for my 31 days of Halloween pick-a-card readings throughout the entire month of October. Last but not least, if you would like a personal reading, I do offer personal readings on my website, CelesteSimone.com, which is linked in the description box below. That is going to do it for this reading. I hope to see you back again soon, but bye for now. Hello, all my beautiful celestial beings who chose pile number 2. I have a pile right here, so let's not waste any more time. Let's dive right in. We have the Star, Knight of Ghosts, King of Bats, and we have the King of Pumpkins. Wow, okay. So there is a lot of masculine energy here right off the bat. I'm seeing that, and I'm also seeing the Star card in reverse. So there's some confusion, I feel like, or some kind of mystery surrounding the opportunity, surrounding the clarity behind the situation. I feel like clarity is still needed. So what I am seeing for you, group 2, is that your anger, your frustration is coming from some of the men in your life. I'm seeing with the masculine energy here, or it could just be the masculine energy in your life in general. It could be a male or female who's causing this frustration for you. But it's definitely a combination of domineering male figures in your life, possibly, or masculine energy in your life, as well as maybe even past romantic relationships, male or female. It doesn't really matter, it could go either way. But there's this masculine energy that I feel is almost like oppressive to you, and it's preventing you from releasing your anger. I feel as though you have really great focus right now, though. I feel that you are in a good place where this is from your past. This energy of oppression could be from your past. It could be a father figure. It could just be a parental figure in general who has some of that strong masculine energy. But I feel as though it's been closing you off, but that you have been finding your voice, or that you will very soon. I feel that this is going to come to you, and that I feel like you're going to begin to gain new clarity. Now, I feel with the Star card in reverse that reconnecting with your intuitive nature is very important right now. I feel as though you're needing to reconnect with your divine feminine, probably because this masculine energy has been very oppressive to you. And I feel like opening yourself up to your intuition is going to help. I feel like, because I feel as though you may have kind of reacted to some oppression in your life by focusing on becoming more of that masculine energy yourself, to kind of battle it and to fight it off. So because of that, which is a totally normal reaction, I can understand why you would do that. But because of that, you may have cut yourself off to your intuition for fear of being taken advantage of, or for fear of being overpowered again by this masculine energy. So I feel for you, it is time for you to reconnect with your intuition and start to regain that trust. That is going to release your anger, is trusting that the universe has your back and reconnecting with that. Any energy that from the past, where however you ended up in that, was meant to teach you a life lesson, meant to give you some experience and for you to learn something about yourself so that you can re-empower yourself again at a higher level. So that is usually why we face these challenges in life. And I feel for you that you are going to be reconnecting with your divine feminine energy further. I feel as though you can meditate on opening your heart chakra, but reconnecting with your divine feminine, it can look different for each person. I feel as though once you start setting that intention though and following that energy where it takes you, what does that mean to you, your divine feminine? And whether you're male, female, it doesn't really matter, but however that means to you, it could mean going into nature, connecting with Mother Nature, connecting with moon energy, whatever you feel connected to, that divine feminine, mothering, nurturing energy, you can bring that back into your life. And I feel as though that's going to release a lot of your anger, because I do feel as though you have a bit of an imbalancement right now between the masculine and divine feminine energy. So definitely explore that a little bit more and put that intention out there to open up and gain some further clarity in that area. Okay, let's keep going. We have transformation, illumination, and propel. So I do feel like you are opening yourself up, and I feel that if you have been experiencing a lot of anger lately, it could be that you are currently in the imbalancement because you are releasing a lot of anger. And I would also mention that this transformation is, you may be finding that this anger is coming up for you because you are transforming right now and because your energy is transforming. So I would just trust in that process and don't necessarily fight it or feel worried about it. I would take the time, when you can, to go into that anger and see where that is coming from. And I feel too that you're almost going through an accelerated release of this anger. So it's nothing to be afraid of. I do feel like this is something that is needing to happen within you so that you can release the anger. And you're going to feel like on the other side of this, that you have even more clarity, even more understanding of yourself and kind of where that feeling of oppression is coming from. And this will help your future relationships as well. I'm seeing with the Knight of Ghosts. Okay, or even if you are in a relationship currently, it'll help your current relationship too, so you can release anger and not feel like maybe you're releasing it towards your partner. Okay, let's keep going. We have awakening, yes, trust, and purity. Wow, yes. Okay, transformation, awakening. You are awakening, and this is why you are releasing this anger, because I feel like there isn't a blockage per se. I just feel as though, currently you're leaning towards masculine energy. But because of the King of Bats, I feel like you have a focus. I feel like you're being propelled towards the release happening organically, happening on its own. And the important thing right now is to not struggle with it, because we're seeing illumination, we're seeing the star. Things are starting to become clear about yourself that you didn't even realize was part of yourself. And so, I would say trust in the process. And I also feel as though with trust, you are learning to trust yourself again and to trust the divine masculine energy again, because I feel like there were some male figures or that masculine type figure in your life who has kind of been recurring, and you lost trust in that energy because you've experienced it in a toxic way as opposed in a protective way, which is, masculine energy, a healthy masculine energy. And lastly, with purity, I feel like you are reaching a point of clarity, of purity with star energy as well. All of these are aligning. You are kind of you're releasing and you are purifying your anger. So that is why it may be coming up more than ever. Don't fear it. Don't worry about it staying there forever, because when you push away from it and you resist your anger, you're just going to continue, you're going to prolong it, and rather than release it. So it is important for you to trust in this process and tap into that anger, embrace it, understand it, know why it's there, and learn more about it, because that is what you're doing right now. You're learning, you're illuminating the truth about it, and you're purifying as you are doing that. So that is going to do it for your reading group 2. I hope these messages were helpful to you. If you did enjoy this reading, please give it a big thumbs up and comment down below to let me know. And if you have not done so already, but you did enjoy this reading, please consider hitting that subscribe button and joining our family of celestial beings and following along with us for the rest of the 31 days of Halloween pick a card readings that I will be doing on my channel throughout the month of October. Last but not least, if you would like a personal reading, I do offer a variety of personal readings on my website, CelesteSimone.com, which is linked in the description box below. That is going to do it for this reading. I hope to see you back again soon. Bye for now. Hello, all my beautiful celestial beings who chose pile number 3. I have our pile right here, so let's not waste any more time. Let's find out what messages we have for you. We have the 7 of Ghosts, the 4 of Imps or Wands, we have the Wheel of Fortune, and we have the Hermit. Okay, group 3, I'm seeing right away that deep down I feel that there may be a frustration or anger within you because of things that you are envious of that other people have. And this is built up inside you perhaps because you may be seeing other people living lives that are very, seemingly joyous and happy, and as though they have it all with the Wheel of Fortune and with the 4 of Imps or Wands. And I feel like for you, you have a lot of big aspirations and growth and goals in your life with the 7 of Ghosts or Cups. So for you, group 3, I feel as though you may have false ideas about how other people are living, because I think, and I understand this completely, because I think maybe within you have gone through a lot in your life, and we see with the Hermit energy that you are on an inner spiritual journey right now, and that this is going to lead you to a higher understanding. And you may actually feel kind of guilty about being envious of other people, because really, the people who seem as though, like on social media, sometimes it seems as though other people really have it all and, they get everything they want, or they just have these beautiful, glamorous lives. But, things are never how they seem on social media. It's the same as when you want to, go purchase a house and you see the pictures online, but then you go and see the house in person and the house is not as perfect and pristine as the pictures make it seem, or an apartment or something like that. An online purchase, that kind of a thing. So things are never as they seem online. And I think, it can be deceiving sometimes when we see how people present themselves online versus what's really happening in their lives. So we can never really truly compare ourselves to other people, because they may be going through their own difficulties, and they may not be as bad as what we're going through, but they may be worse. You don't know, you never know what another person is really truly going through within. And sometimes even, we can form an opinion of them online thinking, they've never had to go through as much as I've had to go through, but you just never know what that person has been through. So I think it's important to, with your frustration of reaching your own goals, try not to compare yourself to other people. And also kind of release your own expectations on yourself, because I feel as though you think that maybe because somebody else is doing really well that you're failing at what you want to do, when really everything happens in its own timing, in its own divine timing. And I feel with the Hermit energy that you're needing to do this soul searching, that things are kind of holding off for you on some of your big aspirations. because you're going through some soul searching. And you're not the only one by any means to feel that way. You know, everybody has those feelings of being envious of somebody else, what they see they're receiving, and then not having received that yourself. So it's not like you're being punished or anything like that. This is just your personal path, and you should know that this is this divine spiritual path that you're on to your higher self. So I really do feel like you connecting with your higher self, your inner self, going within and discovering, you know, why you're feeling those things. What are your real feelings about it? Because you may be feeling this, but you may be denying it within yourself. And it's okay to be human. You know, it's okay to have those feelings, and when we deny those feelings within ourselves and our frustration, whatever it is that that other person has or that seemingly other people are receiving, I feel as though whatever that is, you know, it's okay to get angry about it from time to time. We don't have to pretend like we're always happy and good with everything, because when we do that, we really deny aspects of yourself and deny true feelings. You know, even if there are feelings that are so-called negative or bad feelings, when you deny those feelings, you give them power, rather than saying, hey, yeah, this is how I'm feeling right now, you know, this is just the truth of it, and I'm gonna either make a, you know, laugh about it or really feel them and go through that. So I feel like with the Hermit energy, this is what you're being asked to do right now, and that doesn't mean you'll never receive these amazing things, you know, these wishes that you have, these big dreams, but you may be in a time period where you're going within and you're kind of looking through some of those emotions, especially if you've been feeling a lot of anger right now and a lot of, you know, frustration in your life right now. Then it's a time to go within and reflect on that. So let's keep going. We have clearing, appearance, and diligence. Yeah, so the energy of the Oracle cards are saying, you know, appearances aren't always what they seem, okay, which is what I was sensing from the tarot cards. And we also have clearing. So you're clearing away these feelings, but by going into them, not by sweeping them away, you know, not by pushing them away or denying them. It's okay to accept your human side and to accept that, yeah, you know, I feel that way sometimes. I feel as though, you know, people are being fake, or I feel as though people are getting things that I would want to get in my life. And then you can refocus your energy and say, okay, how am I going to get this? You know, because it says with diligence, I feel like this energy of this card is saying, don't give up. Keep working at what you are hoping to achieve. And that is how you're going to achieve those things. But along the way, you may find those feelings come up for you where you're like, why is this not happening for me yet? But it is going to take consistency and focus and diligence. But I do feel as though, you know, with the Wheel of Fortune energy, I feel like this is coming to you, especially because it is a good sign if you are trying to manifest something and you see other people manifesting it. It's a very good sign, because it means that it is being mirrored to you. So the universe is mirroring back to you what you're asking for, which means it's hearing your request. So, and eventually that request is going to appear in your life. Okay, and let's keep going with the final Oracle cards. We have Change, Perception, and Sanctuary. Okay, I feel as though change and perception, I mean, these are coming out right next to each other. So it's really a matter of changing your perception of other people and changing your perception of, you know, believing that maybe they have everything you don't, when in reality it's probably not what what it seems to be in their lives. We can't compare ourselves because we just never really truly know what somebody else is going through. And lastly, with Sanctuary, I feel as though you're needing to find sanctuary within yourself, the Hermit energy, because I feel that you yourself are the only one who can give yourself sanctuary. You know, you need to create a sacred space within yourself where you're safe from judgment, you know, where you're safe from comparison. So you're creating this sanctuary within yourself, and sometimes it takes diligence to continue to be there for you, you know, to continue to give yourself a safe space where you can have these big dreams and you can believe in yourself and you're not comparing yourself to other people. Give yourself a safe place to feel how you feel, without judgment, and also to be who you are without judgment, because no one else can give you that safe sanctuary within except you. So group 3, that is going to do it for your reading. I really hope that these messages were helpful to you and that you enjoyed this reading. If you did, please give it a big thumbs up and comment down below to let me know. If you have not done so already but you are enjoying my readings, please consider hitting that subscribe button and joining our family of celestial beings. And also following along for my 31 days of Halloween pick a card readings, which I'm going to be doing for the entire month of October. Last but not least, if you would like a personal reading, you can find my personal readings listed on my website, celestesimone.com, which is linked in the description box below. That is going to do it for this reading. I hope to see you back again soon. Bye for now. Hello, all my beautiful celestial beings who chose pile number 4. Every pile right here, so let's dive right in and find out what messages we have for you. We have the 8 of Bats, the 8 of Imps, the Page of Bats, and the Devil in reverse. Okay, I'm seeing group 4 in your reading. There's a lot of restriction in this reading, a lot of restrictive energy. And I feel like with the 8 of Bats or Swords energy, you may be feeling unable to make a decision or to move forward. This may be, I'm sensing, an energy that kind of surrounds you where you are afraid to kind of make a mistake. You're afraid to take that first step forward. And this may be because of past experiences or just energy surrounding you. And I feel as though there's anger here where there's anger because of this inability to find direction. You're wanting to find a clear direction. You're wanting to really find a clear answer. And instead you're feeling stuck or trapped because of circumstances. It could be, you're unable to move in a direction, or you're unable to make a step forward because there isn't a clear option, or you're stuck in a situation. I'm seeing that with the Devil energy as well. This energy is a very oppressive energy, an energy that feels as though you're stuck or trapped, but it is in reverse. So I do feel as though for you guys, group 4, I feel as though you're finding your way out of this energy. You're finding your way in a certain direction, but it just hasn't come yet. And I feel with your anger as well, I feel as though you're putting so much on yourself to find the answer to everything. I feel as though you may be putting too much pressure on yourself to know everything, to know every little answer, along the way. You're expecting yourself to figure everything out. And I feel as though it's important for you to give some of that control and give some of that responsibility up to the universe to help you and to receive the information that you need to make the answers and to make the steps forward way much clearer. Because you may be feeling restricted inside of yourself. You may feel conflicted, with your decision making. And the important thing for you, group 4, right now is to give away the responsibility just energetically. You're still going to be the one to make the final decision, to trust in your intuition. But I feel as though energetically right now, it's important to release all of the pressure that you are putting on yourself and give that up to the universe. Because I do see with the 8 of Imps that information is coming to you, that messages are coming to you. This is the 8 of Wands energy. So this is swift answers, swift messages coming towards you. So it's important for you to be open to receiving those, open to receiving the messages so that you will know when to make the next step, when to make the next move. But you may be overthinking them once you receive them. So the universe may be giving you messages even already, or giving you answers, but you may close yourself off or overthink those options and almost like complicate them, so that it makes it harder for you to step forward, and rather than and not trusting in your intuition. So this could create a lot of anger and frustration in your life. So to release that, it's time to start trusting your intuition. All right, next we have the Crossroads, Velocity, and Strength. Yeah, it's almost as though you really are, feeling like you need to prove your strength. You need to overcome these challenges, overcome these things all by yourself. But I feel like right now in your life too, with Crossroads, there's a point where you're putting too much on yourself, and it's time to let that go. It's a crossroads in your life where you're needing to let go of always needing to overcome, always needing to have a challenge to overcome. So I feel like with Crossroads, this is your anger kind of boiling over to where you're realizing, you can either choose to continue creating traps for yourself mentally, or you can flow and go with velocity, which this is what happens when you're flowing with your intuition and you're not, always doubting your intuition, your higher self. You're flowing with it. You're going to find that you are going much faster. Things are easier. Things are not, as conflicted, or you're not feeling that tension anymore. I feel like you're going to learn this naturally. I feel like this energy, these messages are coming to you very quickly, and that it's going to help you flow quickly away from this feeling of being trapped or stuck or not having a direction. So yeah, you've proven your strength. You've shown you have this ability. You can do this. You can make these steps forward and move with your intuition. Trust in those decisions that you are making. Nothing is ever all positive or all negative. Nothing is always going to be 100% perfectly right. But if you're moving with your intuition, trusting, either way, even if you make a wrong decision, it's going to be a lesson. So it's where you need to be right now. That's where you are. And I feel too that, you have the strength to move forward. You're going to even find strength within yourself in this crossroads that you never even knew you had. So this is a powerful turning point in your life to find your anger and use it to empower yourself and to find your strength through that anger and to move yourself forward. Okay, next we have union, dreams, and playfulness. So I sense a lot of seriousness in your energy, and I feel that with these final cards, they're tapping into your dreams, the playfulness. So this is really your imagination, the what if, rather than the what if and everything that's going wrong. This is the what are the possibilities? What are all the things that could go right? This is where you need to connect with your higher self, with union, connect with your intuitive nature, your intuition, by dreaming a little and being a little fun and playful with all the things that could go right, all the things that you could manifest into your life, rather than things that maybe you're getting caught up with that could go wrong. Because really you're never going to find out until you make the first steps. And you'll never regret trying something new. You'll never regret at least trying it. But there's always, regrets come from staying stuck and not trying something that you always wanted to try. Because at least you could say, hey, I tried it and it didn't work out, or, I had to adjust it and try something different, and explore that, rather than staying in the same energy, staying stuck, and never really finding your true self, never really aligning with your higher self and finding all the possibilities, all the fun that you can have, all the dreams that you can achieve and explore and envision. So I feel that it's time to release all the expectations of yourself, the responsibility, release that to the universe to figure out, release all the finer details up to the universe, and instead be a little playful with your manifestation. Think about all the things that you can enjoy about it, how much fun you're going to have, what you would ideally want to see in your life if you could, if everything went perfectly. Trust that the universe has that covered, and focus on all of the fun that you're going to have, all the things that you would love to happen in your life, regardless of the challenges or things like that. Leave those to spirit, to the universe, and instead focus your energy on the playful side of things. So your higher self is so much greater than even what you can imagine, and I feel like you connecting with your higher self and uniting with your true self once again, and with your dreams, with the side of yourself that wants to be freed, is going to help you release that anger. That is going to do it for your reading group 4. I really truly hope these messages were helpful to you. If you did enjoy this reading, please give it a big thumbs up and comment down below to let me know. If you have not done so already but you do enjoy my readings, I would love it so much if you would consider hitting that subscribe button and joining our family of celestial beings, and following along with us for my 31 days of Halloween pick a card tarot readings, which I will be doing throughout the entire month of October. And last but not least, if you would like a personal reading, I do offer personal readings on my website, celestesimone.com, which is linked in the description box below. That is going to do it for this reading. I hope to see you back again soon, but bye for now.